Certainly will. The shot put facility is quite astonishing. It's on that small grass area over to our left. We're on that stand to the right. Here's Ryan Crouser, the Olympic champion, the world record holder. And his opener coming down there right on the 22-meter line. That actually 21 meters 98 for Crouser. The average of his 10 best throws ever is 22 meters 99, or 22.993 meters. I was working out last night. He almost can average 23 meters for his best 10 throws of all time. But that from Crouser, who's last in the throwing order of the 6 men in this contest. A very, very strong opener. And the best of the first round, Joe Kovacs, 21.74, was next best in the opening round of throws. There are no final 3 situation, by the way, being utilized at these Diamond League finals today or tomorrow. Sinančević through 2024 with his opener, and the Tokyo 7th placer very happy with his form of late. He's only 25, he's young by the standards of these men. He threw 21.20 for 5th in shorts of Poland 3 days ago, and that one from Sinančević in the second round, 21 meters 11. So he knows he's in the groove, he's going well. But Joe Kovacs, well, twice world champion. He's the reigning world champion. He won back in 2015 in Beijing, and his second round throw after the 21.74 I mentioned, which had him in second place after the first round, that one absolutely huge, and that really does slap the gauntlet down at the feet of Ryan Crouser, because that by Joe Kovacs, the Olympic silver medalist, is 22 meters 29, and Crouser has got his work cut out. Kovacs broken 22 meters many, many times. Only 3 men, by the way, have only gone over 23 meters. Kovacs is not yet one of them. His lifetime best 22.91 from a couple of years back. The Kiwi in this men's shot put, and he is having a time of it this year. Certainly Tommy Walsh, the bronze medalist in Tokyo, with looking at his card through these opening throws, and no throw is opener, then 20.29. And Walsh liking his third round throw. He's much the smaller of the big 3. Crouser, Kovacs and Walsh, who were gold, silver and bronze medalists respectively in Tokyo. And that one from Tommy Walsh coming down at 21 meters 19, moves into third place behind Kovacs and Crouser.
Yeah, warming up nicely this one, 21.19. So Crouser in a little bit of pressure. Not often you see him into the third round in second place, but that's where he sits. Ah, there you go. Out beyond 22 meters for the big man, Ryan Crouser himself. He just fired up a little bit. A smile then breaks out over his face, so almost, I guess, in relief. He knows what a hot favourite he is to win here. What a phenomenal period he is in his career. So Crouser, that will definitely take the lead, obviously. Just wonder whether any of the others have got 22 meters in them here.
Well, that's actually a meeting record from Crouser, 22 meters 67. This specially constructed track at enormous cost. We've been hearing various figures thrown around, but 22.67 is a meeting record. These field event performances will be perfectly valid here next year. Now, Sinančević, round 4 in this men's shot final at these Diamond League finals. And he opened with 20.24, then 21.11. He had a no-throw in round 3. But that round 4 effort from Sinančević, the Serb, well, he's getting better. 21 meters 27. Eases past Tommy Walsh into third place, if you please. He's gone past the Olympic bronze medalist. Walsh shunted down into 4th. Still Crouser leading with that massive third round effort, 22.67. Joe Kovacs with his round 2 effort, 22.29 in 2nd. But that, for Sinančević, is good enough for 3rd at the moment.
Well, it's field all the way now for the next hour or so. We'll finish off with the men's 5,000 metres later. Got the two long jumps. There's the Walsh then trying to respond. That's we were talking about, you know, the shot putters. We've had various, I guess, attempts to showcase field events in city centres, in railway stations, and, you know, in different venues, which has, I think, been a real good innovation. I remember the pole vault in Lausanne last year was fabulous, and I think the athletes really do enjoy this, you know, different. It means that they're getting watched. You know, they're getting watched not only because sometimes in a big stadium, in a normal athletic stadium, it's things like the shot can sometimes get lost a little bit, but not here tonight. All eyes on them. So Walsh, though, not able to improve his position, stays in fourth.
Now, Kovacs been shunted down to second place, despite throwing 22.29. And that from Kovacs. What, about 40 centimetres down on his season's best, but still a fabulous effort. It's actually only just shy of what he threw for Olympic silver in Tokyo a month ago. Had another one from Kovacs that's banged out there. 21 metres is the old 20 metres. This generation of shot putters churning out huge throws. 21.44 in round 4. He's got 2 throws left with which to catch Crouser.
So that meeting record for Crouser, 22.67 in the previous round. Almost makes it seem just normal, that sort of distance. Others dream of that. Fourth round. Now that's not so good. And he walks out the front, doesn't want that to be measured.
I should think that's one of the poorest throws of the entire summer. I think it was at the games themselves. He produced the greatest series of throws ever. Every one of his efforts beyond 22 metres. Or broke the Olympic record with that series of throws in one of those series of throws in Tokyo. What was it, 23:30?
Yeah, well out there. You know, just as I said, when you're at the top of your game, as he is, you know, and it's almost like every time you turn up. Of course, in throwing, with the technical aspect, every now and then he's going to get something that doesn't come out right. Generally speaking, it's something. It'd have to be something really wrong with him on an occasion to get beat at the moment. Okay, so behind the women's high jump, we're back with the men's shot. Sinančević in third place, ahead of Walsh, 21.27. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's a huge effort. And we got a huge roar as well. The Serbian, 25-year-old. That can't be far away from his personal best. He's never thrown 22 metres, and that is pushing 22 metres there. Very, very close. It's probably going to be a bit below. It just pushes the line back, doesn't it? They come up 21.86. That's just 2 centimetres off his personal best, which he set earlier on this year. His second best throw ever in his career. On form tonight, Armin Sinančević. Stays in third, though.
Well, significantly, though, Steve, he's extending the gap between himself and Tommy Walsh back in fourth place. And it is Walsh who has taken his fifth round throw. 21.19 in round 3. Perhaps a slightly disappointing return for the Kiwi, who's thrown 22.90. That was a couple of years back, 22.47 this year, but he's way over a metre down on that. 21.61 for Walsh there in round 5. He does find another 42 centimetres, but it's not enough to close up on Sinančević, and he stays in fourth, and he has 1 life left in which to move into the top 3.
Kovacs, 22.29. Just keeping Crouser honest. And that one coming down below the 22-metre line. So Kovacs, well, he's solid, you think, in second place here. And he's not very unlikely, of course, to beat Crouser, but no danger for him from the of the two. The Serbian right on his limit. Walsh with got to find something. Only one more throw to go after this. Crouser yet to have his 5th round throw, and then they'll all be into the final round. As the sun just starts to drop a little bit, it's going to be pretty spectacular at sunset, I think, tonight.
Crouser next to go then, round 5. His lead is, what, 38 centimetres. That's about 15 inches, something like that, well over a foot. Looks comfortable enough, but his round 3, 22.67, he would love to see a little bit more on top of that new meeting record, and he might have done it there. Again, it's beyond 22 metres. I'm not sure it's as big as his 3rd round throw. His 21.98 opener is his only other valid throw. He's actually fouled out in rounds 2 and 4. He's alternating with valid and then no throws. But it does look like he's heading to maintain his unbeaten season. 15 competitions, including qualifyings at the Olympic trials in Eugene and in Tokyo. 15 competitions he's been unbeaten, Steve, and this will be his 16th if he's not caught in the 6th and final round. 22.29 for Ryan Crouser.
Yep, looking good to maintain that. No robots in the shot.
That's a big final round effort from Tommy Walsh. Remember, he's in 4th place with 21.61 in round 5. Thinks he might have improved with that effort. Hits it well. He had a great series. I mean, this is beyond 21 metres. This is his 4th consecutive throw beyond 21 metres. No throw in the 1st round for Tommy Walsh, then a 20.29. Then he got in the groove, 21.19 in round 3. That was followed by 21.14, 21.61, the big one coming in round 5. And that one, 21.60. He's half an inch down on his previous effort. 1 centimetre, no improvement. He does finish in 4th place, Tommy Walsh. And he looks a little frustrated with that, Steve, when he sees the mark come up. Hardly surprising.
Yeah, it was not good enough. And what a night it's been for Sinančević. Very, very close to his personal best. Can he improve in the final round? Oh, and it's not bad at all. Not quite as far, I don't think. He knows that, but he'd not be too happy. That's too unhappy, excuse me, that he's finished in 3rd place, pushing Walsh out of the top 3. 21.24 this one measured at in the final round. So his 5th round effort, so close to his personal best, 21.86. Keeps him in the 3rd spot. And it's Crouser and Kovacs left to throw.
Here goes Joe Kovacs, 6th and final effort, chance to catch Crouser's 22.67, and it's right on the 22-metre line. Crouser produces 22.67, a new meeting record in round 1, and that incidentally replaced a Tommy Walsh meeting record from 2018, from 3 years ago, of 22.60. But Kovacs there, while he too has put together a superb series, 21.42 there in round 6, cannot catch Crouser, who wins here by, what, some 38 centimetres. And his unbeaten season, Crouser, does continue. That from Joe Kovacs. Great series. He backed up his 22.29 round 2 throw with a 21.88 in round 3. That was his next best.
I don't know what more you say about this guy. The one thing we can't say here is he's in record-breaking mood, and the Diamond League record, Tim, is 23.15. He threw further than that in the Olympic Games. He's already got a meeting record. Just wonder if he can find one last big effort here. Oh, no, he's just... It's over 22, but you could just see, just came off that at the end. Yeah, that 23.15 in Eugene. Tim, I know you're a big fan, and I think he's doing wonders for men's shot put at the minute, isn't he?
Well, he does, because he looks like he enjoys himself. He walks around with his Stetson. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him being a cowboy. You know, he
Well,
just
you're not going to
gets
argue
on
with
the
him, are you?
job.
No one's going to go up and say, excuse me, you look a bit silly there, Mr. Crouser.
You could be in the front of the queue, as far as I'm concerned. I'm not saying anything to him. But he has this wonderful big event temperament, that meeting record, 22.67 in round 3. He won the Olympic trials with a world record back in Eugene earlier in the summer. He won the Olympics with an Olympic record, 23.30. You know, only he has been over 23 metres, along with Ulf Timmerman and Randy Barnes. Randy Barnes, it was his record that Crouser improved upon in Eugene. But technically, I know his rivals talk about him being so proficient, so perfect. He gets it right again and again. He has very few no throws. And actually tonight, 2 out of his 6 throws being no throws is quite unusual.
Well, one of them wasn't a good throw. Remember, we saw that one. He's just stepped out, so he just, you know,
That's true.
He has to
Probably
not
only
to
21
yeah.
or something, was it?
But nonetheless, another good series from the Americans. So actually, the 2 Americans winning the men's and the women's shot put. Crouser with a meeting record